Now let's talk about the boolean modifiers. Booleans are nice in the sense that they offer you the chance to edit your meshes quite creatively. You can make holes in meshes, and you can add parts to other meshes and stuff like that. But you have to be careful when you use these modifiers. If I have this cube and I want to add a sphere like that, and I may want to add for example, a cylinder, I can add and modify these so that I can take part of the cylinder out of this, and I can add the cube to that. But I'll show you how it goes. Basically, what I'm saying is that if you use these booleans to make like drill holes in other meshes, you need to have a set of vertices available. Don't try to just drill a hole into a cube that has 8 vertices. It won't look nice. I'll show you that later. But if I move these parts so that they are inside each other, like that, and then I have this cube here, and I will then use the boolean modifier for difference. With this thing selected, I'm applying the modifier to this cube here. So I'll say object sphere and apply. And now when I move this away, you will see that this thing has a bunch of vertices added to it. Now this is already where you can see the problem with this. When you add, actually when you make the difference between this sphere and this cube, it needs to have a bunch of vertices, and it adds those vertices, but you get these problematic edges here. There's like a lot of edges, and since they all start at this one vertex, it won't look nice when you do when you add some material to it, for example, and then try to render. So you have to be careful with these boolean variables. Now if I wanted to know what is the what's the common volume of the cube and the sphere, I could move the sphere back over here like so, and then again apply the modifier to the cube. Add boolean union with the sphere and apply, and now these two are now joined together. You have this is one cube with the sphere. This is of course sometimes useful when you want to be able to join two things together, two meshes together, but you can see that these edges are quite messy, and while it may look nice when you don't have any material on them, when you add the material it won't look nice. And the third thing, if I want to know what is the common volume of this the sphere. Oh, see by the way how the origin of the sphere is now up here. So I'll move the origin to geometry. Now I'll move this ball over here and over up a bit like that, and then apply the modifier to this, and I will say boolean, and then this is the intersection with the sphere, and apply. This is the common volume between the cylinder and the sphere. So as you can see, these booleans are quite nice, but when you start doing more complex things, such as making a certain form of a hole into a cube, you may wind up with problems. So you may want to make holes in your meshes in other ways, such as just selecting a bunch of vertices and deleting them, and then dealing with the rest of the vertices. I'll show you that in a moment.